Hong Kong Disneyland's new castle is an architectural vision of diversity. Much has changed in the 55 years since Walt Disney died, not just in the fortunes of his brand, now one of the world's most influential corporations, but in the characters it created, the value it promoted. So, when the company went about building a new fairy tale castle at Hong Kong Disneyland, it took into consideration something that would have barely factored into discussions when its first resort opened in Anaheim, California in 1955. Diversity. The new Castle of Magical Dreams completed in November and reopened last month after Hong Kong's COVID-19 restrictions loosened. Nods to the wider variety of female characters now featured in Disney movies. Unlike the Cinderella castles in Florida and Tokyo or the Sleeping Beauty castles in California and Paris, all of which are partly inspired by the 19th century Neuschwanstein castle in Bavaria, Germany. The design represents not just one heroine but over a dozen. Hong Kong Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty castle has been in place for 16 years. The new structure was built atop the existing Sleeping Beauty castle, the centerpiece of Hong Kong Disneyland since the resort opened in 2005. As such, Princess Aurora still holds a special place in the new castle, with the tower dedicated to the Sleeping Beauty protagonist standing the tallest. But the other 12 towers pay homage to a variety of different princesses, queens, and heroines, including historical or folk figures fictionalized by Disney, like the Chinese warrior Mulan and the Native American figure Pocahontas. Anna and Elsa from Frozen share the tower between them. Diversity is also reflected in the eclectic architecture, which sees rose gold domes mixed with embossed turrets and spires. Disney's so-called Imagers, the artists, designers, and engineers behind the theme parks, incorporated the characters' storylines into the design of each tower, such as the apple at lattice pattern in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, scalloped detailing for Ariel's Little Mermaid, and the water lily motif for Tiana's The Princess and the Frog. Elsewhere, the structure boasts gold-tipped finials, stained glass rose windows, and columns with hand-carved embellishment. Mulan's Cherry Blossom Tower. Design challenges. Hong Kong's original Sleeping Beauty castle was directly inspired by the first Disneyland resort in California. This castle had been dreamed of in the 1950s by Walt Disney, who envisions an amusement park for the entire family, complete with the replica of an old-fashioned American Main Street and distinct dreamland. The owner its founder's vision, Disney decided to preserve Hong Kong's Sleeping Beauty castle when it embarked on a major expansion in 2016. Instead of demolishing it entirely, designers built atop and around it. The original castle is the foundation of Disney, so we wanted to build upon that, said Hilcia Pena, a senior architect at Walt Disney Imagineering, in video interview. The result is a palimpsest of sort, where versions of many castles, the California original, Hong Kong's 2005 replica, and the brand new castle of Magical Dreams, come together as one. After the multi-year 10.9 billion Hong Kong dollars expansion, which which also saw the park welcome multiple new attractions. The reimagined castle is over twice the height of the old one. The new castle of Magic Dreams. According to Pena, this means that the castle is no longer dwarfed by the mountainous landscape of Lantau, the island where Hong Kong Disneyland is located. The measures even used helium-filled balloons to help them visualize the height of the perspective structure in relationship to its backdrop. They then used the 3D technology to model how an old castle and the new castle would connect. One of the biggest challenges was finding a way to build on top of the existing castle while keeping the park open to visitors. The team landed on modular construction, which sees individual parts of the building or modules constructed in a factory before being transported to the site. In this instance, the castle was built up from 15 large parts, each prefabricated, painted, and assembled off-site. Individual towers and other components were then shipped in and craned into place over a period of 3 months. Together, the towers form a mosaic of cultures through color, symbols, and patterns, with each offering different elements of their respective characters' world. Jasmine's Pusha Tower is embellished with the Arabic fabric pattern and crowned with the turquoise dome. Mulan's tower is embossed with the cherry blossom motif, and Merida's tower is reflected with Celtic patterns, a reference to a four clans in the 2012 movie Brave. Each tower accumulated in a gold-tipped finial unique to each character. A golden seashell for Ariel and an enchanted rose for Belle. Meanwhile, the inside guest will find 13 columns topped with details dedicated to the protagonist friends like Ariel's Flounder and Sebastian, Merida's triplet brothers, and Moana's fat pig Pua and rooster Hey Hey. The Snow White's gold-tipped finial is in the shape of the apple, the poisoned fruit that falls on the sleeping dead. We are understanding different parts of the world, so we can't just focus on one group, or one princess, or one location, said Pena. Our stories continues to grow and we got to learn about different cultures around the world. So, how do we put that into the buildings and stories we try to tell? The only direct depictions of the 14 heroines are found inside, where imagers designed bronze statues of each one. Their evolution from Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, whose lives rely on a man's kiss, to assured and empowered characters like Merida and Moana, tells a story about how Disney has repositioned itself over the years. But even the older characters' statues have been designed with contemporary values in mind. Instead of portraying them in a very submissive way, we portrayed them all as powerful women in a very engaging pose, said Amanda Shiu, a producer with WDI Asia, pointing to the depiction, depiction of Ariel standing proudly as she exercised her newfound freedom and Jasmine riding solo on a magic carpet. Bronze statues of princesses from Beauty and the Beast 1991 and Moana 2016 stand side by side in the new castle. Local inspiration. In line with the character's origins, Imagers drew inspiration from Europe, China, and the Pacific Islands. The European castle has one style and the same detailing everywhere, said Pena. This one has different architectural styles. Even the domes are very different in style. It's fitting, perhaps, that such a eclectic castle exists in Hong Kong, one of Asia's more diverse cities. Hong Kong is the city of rich cultural fabric and cultural diversity, said Xiu, who was born and raised in the territory. The Bauhania flower detail appears throughout the castle's design. As you as well as taking inspiration from around the world, Disneyland Hong Kong was also built according to the principles of Feng Shui, an important aspect of design and architecture in parts of Asia. Based on the ancient Chinese system, the ancient practice involves the positioning objects or buildings in relation to one another and their surroundings to encourage happiness and good fortune. In 2005, for instance, the angle of the resort front gate was shifted by 12 degrees in the belief that it would keep positive energy or qi following through the park. Feng Shui, Feng Shui also informed the design of the new castle. Feng Shui is about the balance of the five elements, said Shu, referring to wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. We want to draw on that harmony and apply that to castle. A gold seashell is the crowning feature atop Princess Ariel's tower. Wood and earth are symbolized by the castle's landscaping, a mix of living plants and artificial foliage, which helped it blend in with its surroundings. Fire will be used in pyrotechnic shows at night. Metal can be found in the tower's gold finials, and water is used in the castle's moat and dancing fountains. All of these elements come together in good harmony, Shu added. The wires still rooted in traditional salt, Hong Kong's castle of magical dreams nonetheless symbolized Disney's attempts to modernize. With an increasingly global customer base and several resorts in Asia, diversity might not just be a matter of values, but good business too.